I grew up in it. Like I did my first thing that I ever wanted to do, that I brought to the house and that I was like really championing, was saving the trees in San Francisco, and we lived there for a year, and I was 10. That was like my first real one that was mine. That wasn't just inspired from my mom. But my mom's worked with, Women's Inc., which was a shelter for women who were battered. She worked with Housing Works. I grew up in a squat on the Lower East Side. I grew up around people who are HIV and AIDS, have HIV and AIDS. So I was so aware of that since I was 5 or 6, I guess, since my earliest memories of going. And like today I'm walking in a march. They're having a march downtown about, the Yes on Prop 8 thing, and they're trying to reverse. So it's part of just my everyday, and that is something I'm really grateful for. So I've been really lucky that I can work with other people's organizations, but also, co-found Voto Latino, be on the board for V-Day, like that, and it came organically from all the work. And I'm going to be 30 this year, and I've been thinking about that, like how, if you look at my resume, I look like a schizophrenic. It's all over the place. And it's interesting to see all the different characters that I've played, and how, some of them I've rejected and other ones I've learned a lot from and brought onto myself, and it's given me direction. But they're all over the place, and that is me, So I think it's good to reflect on all of that and to recognize that that's been a real savior as well in my life, because I started out with independent film, and that first film was very socially thoughtful, you know what I mean? It brought up a lot of social issues. It was talking about HIV and AIDS. It was talking about young kids who are being unsupervised in New York City and doing their own thing and acting like adults and possibly making mistakes that could affect them for the rest of their lives. It had rape. It was a really powerful film, but it wasn't put out that way. It's not what it was about. These were just young kids, and you're following them around and what they're up to, and that's something that I think hit me, and it set the bar for everything else that I was going to do in my life, because I was 15 when I did that movie. It's the first job I'd ever had, and it's really the only job I've ever had. So it makes sense to me to continue looking for stuff that's just fun, even like something like Eagle Eye is as interesting and thoughtful as some of the ideas were. It was just really fun to do like an action kind of film and get bruised up all day, and and go to Andrews Air Force Base and go to the Pentagon, and that was fun to do actually. But some of it is, more conscious, like something like Explicit Ills, that is more provocative in that sense, and I'm grateful to have that too. But I also balance it out with Sin City and El Super Bisto because they're fun. It's entertainment, and it's adult entertainment, and I get that as well. And I don't try to take that too seriously, because then I think you're actually in danger of not being able to tell stories the right way, because the fact of the matter is sometimes you're mad when someone cuts you off in traffic, and sometimes you're mad because of what's going on in the rest of the world and you want to do something about it. But I'm human, and you go through the vacillations of what all that is. And I don't know, I'm getting real reflective at 30. I'm going to be 30 in like 2 months, and I'm like, okay, I'm happy with the person that I am on camera and off camera, I don't always like the characters that I play. I don't always like, what I'm doing in my life. I could challenge myself, I could be better, but I feel like that's all of our, that's what we're all trying to do to some degree, is, be okay with ourselves and on our journey, I don't know. Have fun along the way. The journey is the destination.